Okay, we're back. So let's have a go. Putting this back on here. Take these labels off. That's one. Let's put that somewhere. Let's put it on my board up there. Got to think about tyre stickers. I like a tyre sticker. Right, they can go up there. Right, well that tyre, out of interest, come from Stoke-on-Trent. So the people in Stoke-on-Trent who supplied me that, thank you very much. Right. Okay, there we are, that's that. So we get our bolts, you see. Now we get them back on. Get them back in. Someone's going to say, yeah, put thread locker on then. You ought to do this. Yeah, probably. You ought to this and you ought to that. Well, trust me, I will know if there's something wrong with my back tyre when I'm riding. These are done at about, I think about £35 the torque. They're only 6mm bolts, so you ain't got to ring their necks anyway, so you know. Like the old saying, if you've done work on things you've got an history of doing work on things, you know how tight things are. You know, it's only really like the actual main hub nut you want to make sure you get dead right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one what's going to bite you on the arse if it comes undone. But I will go and get my torque wrench for these just to satisfy anyone who's going shouting at the screen, you ought to do this. Yeah. The old armchair mechanics out there, you know. I know there's going to be a few of them. So anyway, to satisfy their worth, I will do that. Just put that bit of wood through somewhere. I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? I'm going to do that. I'm not really, am I? I don't want to press it against the caliper because I don't want to bugger the caliper up. Let's go and get my torque wrench anyway. Right. To be fair, I should be able to torque them anyway without the wheel going round. I might be able to hold the brake and do it. I might. Back brake's on the other side of the bike, and so maybe not. Could do with someone sort of holding the back brake for you while you're doing this, but I don't know if I can reach it. No. Yeah, I might be able to. Yeah, I can just about reach the back brake. So I have to put an extension bar on it, which I don't like doing with a torque wrench because it detracts from the torque. But I don't want to bugger up me bleeding. There's got to be another way of doing that, ain't there? Maybe we'll all try it like that, carefully. Feels tight to me, that 30. little bolts, that's tight. That's better. So I went down to about 28 on them. I'm down to 28 on them ones, so for a little 10mm bolt, that's still pretty tight. It's a cold day as well, so if you're going to get expansion on them when it warms up, let's just double check them all. Yep. Yeah, that's all good. Right. Okay. Yeah, well, that's on. Good. Right, I've got the casting back in the other shed, haven't I? So I'm going to go down there again and get the casting. But that is basically on. That's good. Right, there's our casting. Now, I'm not 100% sure where them bits went, so we're going to have to look at that. It might have been on there. It may have been on them, but we'll have a look. Let's put it on. Let's see how we're faring to start with anyway. I'll put a little bit of anti-sneeze on that bit there. So it's not a little bit of anti-sneeze on the bearing. That's alright, that's on there. That is on there. So where they came out of, I'm not entirely sure. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got two of these, look. See these things? I've got two of them and I'm just laying down this side. And I'm not sure where they come from. Which is a little bit concerning, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I can't see that they're not going to be going in this part because that's up against there, and this has got to go up against there, and that's got to go up against there. So they're not off of that. I'm pretty certain about that, because that would be dangerous if they were in. Interesting one, that. It might be something to do with that heat shield on the exhaust, and they just fell out when I took them off. It's funny how there's two of them, and there's two that hold the heat shield on. So, right, well, I don't know. But what we are going to do is put this back on. Now lock that. Initially, just do it up a little bit. Yeah. Just a tad. Just a tad. Nothing too crazy at the moment. And so it seats it. There you go. That's turning it, so that's all right. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that on. We've got to torque that up and put the split pin back in it. So now what we can do is put these nuts back on here. That's those. And I'm going to put a little, I know people are going to say, don't do that. No, I'm not going to put anti-sneeze on them. Because you definitely don't want them vibrating loose. That's for sure. So I think that's another reason why you put a bit of paint on them as well. If you put a little bit of paint on them, you can then determine whether they've turned or worked loose, which ain't a bad idea. Really it ain't. Right socket. Let's get the right socket. Yeah. What have we got here? It's probably the one I've, yeah, it's the one laying around on the carpet somewhere. The one I want is not there, is it? Ah, there it is. Of course, it's on that knuckle, isn't it? I remember now. I took that knuckle out, didn't I? Put that knuckle on it rather to do the buggers up. That's the torque. That's the torque I use on that. It's the yeah. You get it to a certain point and you go. That's that torque. That's my torque setting. It's the torque. Yeah, that's good. Like I say, you get to know these things. So that's all right. That can go back in there. That's the old vacuum or leak off pipe or something coming out somewhere. Don't know where that goes, but anyway, not worried about that. We're not messing around with that in a minute, so it don't matter. Okay, then we've got, let's see what we've got here. They weren't anything to do with them, were they? No, look, so they don't fit in there. So that's the weirdest thing. That's the thing what's thrown me, they don't fit in there. Very strange. Anyway, we've got our ABS sensor we need to put back on, which goes through there, and that's been these ones. Yep. Our ABS sensor. Not them. It's this one. So the other good thing about doing a video, I know I'm going to put this video online, but you've always got video of what you've done, so you can always go back over it and recap if you forget something. So that's another good thing about doing a video. When you're doing something, it does help. I'm going to lower the torque on them because they're very small bolts. You don't need 28 pound-foot on them, not on the ABS sensor. 25 is plenty on them. In fact, I'd say that's too much. Yeah, they don't need to be that tight. You don't want them snapping off. We ain't going to go crazy with them. They don't have to be tight. They don't have to be tight. I'm going to do them by hand because I ain't happy talking them that tight, to be fair. Oh yeah, that was quite tight. I mean, I took them off, they were pretty loose actually, so to be fair, yeah, that's alright. That's okay, that's fine. Right, now, what we've got left, we've got ones that go through there. Now, I can't remember. I've got two holes here, haven't I? No, that weren't one of them. Interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? See, you forget things. Yeah. Let's get that plastic cover back on, because we know that goes on there, don't we? We know that much. Oh, it's time to get this light back on here. It's so dark in here. Right, that don't help either when you try and do something. No, that ain't them. That don't seem right to me, that. I'm going to have to look back at my... So that's for the exhaust. That's the exhaust. Yeah. Oh, let's put the shock absorber back on, because I know where that goes. We know where that goes. I should have cleaned that up really. Look at the state of that. We know where that bugger goes. That's for sure. No, I should have put the washer on the other side of that bolt, because it's a nylock, isn't it? I did it on that. That is on that side. I reckon they should have a washer on both sides of it, but there you go. That's me. So what's the other one got? The other one's got the... Let's have a look up there. So the other one's got the washer on that side. It's got the washer on the inner edge, rather than the outer edge. That's weird. So that was different on that one, because you can't get in that one on this side. How weird. I don't think we can get the bolt in that way round. No, it won't go in that way round, so it don't work like that. No, it can't go that way, not on that side. But you do have the washer on that side. Well, in my opinion, I think you should have a washer on both sides of that, but... So you've got some turning momentum. It can revolve, but it don't undo. Yeah, so to me that ain't... Yeah, once again, who am I to say? But I would like to see a washer on both sides of that, really, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, it's a little bit odd that. Right, okay, so I could alter the preload on the back of this, couldn't I, to give me a bit of a stiffer ride. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Oh, it's no good working on the floor, is it? It's good, not good. Get the old back starts aching a bit. Oh. That's the shock back on. Okay, what have we got left? Well, we have got a couple of them. They must hold that on around. They do hold that on. But it looked a bit weird to me, that. Yeah, must be right. Must be right. There's only two of them. These don't look right. Because I know them smaller ones are for the exhaust. That'll do now. So they ain't going on them ones. That's 4 4. So they are going there. So it's process of elimination, you see. You just go with it and you work it out. That's it. And that's it. It's not coming off, but it's got like a weird kind of shoulder on it, but maybe that's how it's designed, I don't know. Maybe. Some of these designers do weird things. I don't really understand why you would want a gap there between the... It's gripping it, but it's like a shoulder on that. Very odd. They didn't come off of there, did they? Could they have come off of there? I can't see why you would even do that. Really? Not really, I can't. Why would you do that? We'll have a look, I suppose. We could take one off and have a look. I'm a little bit puzzled where they come from, them little spacer things, to be fair. It don't seem to make a lot of sense to me, that don't. Like saying, if not, I'm going to have to go through the bloody footage to see. See, they don't go, they can't go on there. They can't go on there. No. No, that's just stupid. They don't go on there. That's interesting, though. To say the least, that's very interesting. I'm a little bit puzzled where they do go. Nothing to do with the shock absorber. Nah. Or is it? Ah. Yeah. That's where they go. I thought that was doing up too much. I've bent the shock absorber thing. They go in the shock absorber. Oh well, you get to the bottom of it sooner or later. I didn't see them fall out though when I was doing it, so didn't really think much of it. Anyway, we found where they go, so that's all that matters. But it's a bit of a pain because I've bent the bracket up on the top now a little bit. So I thought I was doing it up a bit more than I needed to. I might have to take all that off again now. You know? Mystery solved. Yeah, they're up there, see? Is that why on the shock absorber? Right up here. I go in the shock absorber. There. Yeah, that's where they go. That's where they go. They go in there, don't they? Yeah, look, perfect. Perfect. I lost them when as I took it out. I must have dropped them. Oh well. Troubles now, I've got to try and bend the bracket back because you're not going to fit in there, are they? That's a bit of a pain. I'm going to have to take it all off again. Oh well. That's what happens, isn't it? Things happen. At least we got to the bottom of it. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Nice one of them out again. Oh. Alright, let's get that out again. That's it. Yeah, they go in the shock absorber. Of course they do. Yes. Of course they do. Now the trouble is I've bent the bracket a little bit, so I've got to try and bend it back in. Shouldn't be too hard to do that. No, it'll be alright. I've just got to give it a little bit of that. That's it, that'll go back now. There we go. There we go. Good. That's it. Problem solved. I just don't like this bloody kneeling around on the floor. It ain't great. It ain't great. Would be nice to get out in the air and be able to work on it, but there you are. I've just lost a nut now. It's fell out of my ratchet. Bugger. Right. Go there. That's better. That would have made a hell of a racket, that would have done if I'd left it like that. Yeah. That's doing. That's better. I thought that was a bit weird when I was doing that up actually. So there you go. That sorts that one out. Good. Now we can put the lower ones back on again. That's what it's all about, see. Things happen and you just have to figure it out. And I didn't see them fall out. You probably see it on the video fall out, but there you are. I didn't see them fall out. And that caused me a little bit of problem. But like I say, nothing you can't figure out. It's just important if something falls out, you find where it goes. You don't go, oh well, I don't know, and put it back together and hope it works. That's definitely not a good idea. So if you're that way, don't mess about with things like this. You know, if something comes out, find out where it goes. Because it's going to bite you on the arse. You know, you're going up the road doing 70, 80 mile an hour. Oh, shouldn't have said 80 mile an hour. Sorry, 70 mile an hour. No, that'll start all the woke lot off that will, won't it? Oh yeah, going too fast you are. You shouldn't ride, or you ride a bike, everyone on bikes are maniacs. Actually, no, we're not. You find people on bikes have got more brains in their head than people in cars, that's for sure. Right, okay. That's just probably alienated all the people who watch my channel. Not that I've got lots, but anyway. Right, so there we are with that. That's back together. I've got 2 bolts left, and it looks to me like one of these has to go down, I would say, and another one goes here. Now I can't remember what one went where. That's interesting. I am going to have to look at the footage. I am going to have to look at the footage for that. No, I ain't, and you know why? I can tell you why. that's got green paint on it. There's a green paint mark on that, and that one ain't. That's how that goes. Don't ask me how I know, but I do. So yeah, the bolt goes in that top one. It's only for the centre stand anyway, so it's, you know, it's not like something what's life-threatening. I don't know why they put a splined one on that, and then on the other side they've done that one. Oh, that's what I was going to do with this, actually, thinking about it, because this was the one that was hard to get out. This was the one that was hard to get out of this side. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to put a bit of the old anti-sneeze on it, because it's right where the back wheel is. So I don't want that to seize up, because it'll rip the thread out. So that goes in a lot better now. But that's for the centre stand, see. And it has got have a bit of green paint on it, so I know where it was from there. That was alright. So that works itself out. So just deal with it as you go along. It all works itself out. Which one is there? Is it that one or the bigger one? Ah, interesting. Must be that one, because it's the only one I got. Right. Don't know why I just didn't put another bolt in that one. For the life of me. Don't understand it. Strange. Very strange. Right, so all that's back on. Shock absorbers. Right, well, let's go through it all. We've done our shock absorber. That's back on, yep. Up there. Good. It's all screwed back in here. ABS sensors on. These bolts are back. That's back. That's back. These are back on. That's what I was talking about with him. Look, they're weird, them. Very strange. Very strange. But anyway, that's how that goes. So all that's back on. We've got to torque up the main nut and put the exhaust back on. And that's what we've got left. So that's good. Torquing up the nut, I'm going to have to take it off the centre stand so I can get a bit of purchase on it. So I'm going to have to go and get the key. I'm going to have to get the key out. Oh, I will be back. Right, I'm doing this the easy way. I've got someone holding the back brake for me. Right, so I set that up like that. Right, you got the back brake on?
Yeah.
Right, 85 Newton meters. That's it. That's 85 Newton meters. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Well done. Okay. That's easy, otherwise I can't do it, see? So that's how you do that. So that's 85 Newton meters. That's the important one. That's the important one. They're all important, but that's the most important one. Then you can put this back on, you see, and get your split pin through there again. So yeah, quite strange that though, because when oh yeah, because it's that way. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, anyway, going back to where we were, this plastic cover, there's another plastic cover goes over this plastic cover, so when these bolts here, these little, come on, why is this bloody thing working? That's it. You got two thicknesses of plastic, then you ain't got the shoulder. I only just figured that one out. So you got them, yeah, there's another bolt there. That bolt goes in there, and then that leaves us with those bits in there. That's to do, all that is to do with the exhaust. What's in there? That's all exhaust fittings. So that's not a bad thing. So all I've got to do now is put, as I say, put the split pin back in there, and away we go. That's all there is to that, which is good. Pardon me, which is good. If I can get it in there. I'll try and straighten it out a little bit actually, if I can. Straighten it out a bit. That's it. Okay now. There we go. There we go. That's it. Let's get me long nose pliers on that. You can see what we're doing. You can see what we're doing. So that split pin will stop it rotating. Give it a tap round. I haven't really got enough. Let's get something. Yeah. Oh, so it can't come out. As long as it don't come out, which is paramount. That ain't coming out, is it? No, that's never coming out of there. So that's that. So that's back in. Right, so now we put the exhaust back. The exhaust goes back on. And that's one tyre fitted. Well, that might have took me a bit longer than it would some people, but, well, like I said, I ain't no race, I ain't in a race and I don't care. Hey, it don't matter. It just don't matter. Let's put it back over here again. Let's see what we're doing. This is an heavy bugger, this is, I tell you. I might get some of the crap off of that before I put it back on actually. Yeah, I'm just going to brush some of that off. Well, get it a bit easier. I like to give that a clean up anyway, and I'll give it a proper clean. For now, there we go, that's better. For now, that's alright. So, this thing goes through here. And that goes there, like that. Yep. This goes back on here. That goes back on there. Some anti-seize on the old doings there. And I've done with the anti-seize. What have I done with it? No, it was on this bolt. Put a bit of anti-seize on that bolt. That's going to be a right awkward bugger to put back, I reckon. And you know it is, because it was easy coming off, but it'll be a bugger putting back. Come on. Oh, go back through here, please. is not doing. I've just lost me. I'll do that when I lose him. I suppose if I put that one on first, that'll help hold it. It might. It might not. I don't know. Awkward. A bit bloody awkward. I had trouble getting that off, to be fair though. It didn't want to come off. It didn't want to come off cleanly, that exhaust bolt, so I can see that I might have issues with that. Anyway, we'll figure it out somehow, won't we? Yeah. Now that's sort of going on. Can't fall off now, at least while I'm sodding around with this. I don't like how this works, so to be fair. I just don't want to thread. I don't want to thread in. As if it's the thread's buggered on it somehow. Oh well, we'll have to take the exhaust off and have a proper look at that bolt, because it ain't threading very well. That's a bit of a crap design, that is. That is a crap design, there's no doubt about it. Don't like that. Out of everything, that's the one where I can say, yeah, that's pretty pants, that is how they've done that. Yeah, I could have done that a bit different, I reckon. But there you are. Here's what it is, I haven't got to deal with it. Get on with it. Let's have a look, see what's going on with this bolt. See why it won't, it just will not do up. If I can get it. So it's got going dead straight, well that's fair enough. So if you do that, just get it like that, can you slide the exhaust through it, I wonder? No, you can't. There's no way of doing that, is there? You have to fit that bolt afterwards. That's the stupidest idea I've ever seen. Come on, Piaggio, sort yourself out. Hey, what's all that about? What tuna melt designed that? Hey? I see the idea that is. Oh well, we'll get it on somehow. We won't let it beat us, will we? Never. Never. I do believe I've got it in. I do believe. Yes. Yes. Oh no. I've got it in, but that's fallen out. Oh. can get. No, I ain't going to be able to get in, am I? Oh, you bugger. So I've got to take it off now to get that in. Yeah. Sort of thing you don't want to do on the side of the road, this one, I'll tell you. Because you'll end up riding it with no exhaust on, because it'll drive you mad. Because it's not exactly light, this bloody thing either. It's bloody heavy. Oh, and when you can't get your hand in there, it helps a real lot. Try to get your hand in there to push that pin in. And it's really helpful, it is. Come on. Ah. Is that it? Could be. Ah, that's it. Right. Try again. Let's hope sure that, mate. Hope that don't fall out this time. Let's hope. Hope it don't fall out. Right. Yes. We have got it. We've got it. It's got a lock. It has got a lock nut on it. That's probably what I was doing. I was working against the lock nut when I took it off, which is not ideal. Okay. Okay. Let's put that one back. That don't go in there, does it? Look. I've got to get that to go over there. Yeah, that's quite a long way out, actually. That's got to go there. So we don't want any exhaust blows, do we? Come on. Just annoying when I keep changing the type of bolt they put in. They've got a bolt on, they've got a hexagonal, you know, a Allen key type one here, and they've got a spline one here. You know, look, just make it universal so it's the same. It helps the person doing the job. You ain't got to keep swapping tools over. That does rankle me, that does. You know. There you are. Don't overdo it because I don't want to strip that out because I'm going to get it undone again. Right, that'll be an angle grinder job then. Which won't be great. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Don't want to crush the can too much. Spanners. We've got 13 there. Don't know. Let's try to do that up there under here. See, got that. You've got like a lock nut there. Look, there, see it? Yep, get the idea. So that's that. Exhaust is back. Got to do the main bolt up there underneath this one. This one here. This one's got to be done up. I'm going to put a bit of copper sneeze on that and all, I think. Because that's a bit ropey. We'll have a bit of copper sneeze on that. Yeah, it'll only burn off, won't it, when it gets warm, but ease of fitting, it helps. Right, so that's that. Cam's on the floor again. Our cam's been on the floor a few times today, hasn't it? Yeah. What have we got here? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Get that done up. Perfect. That's all right. Right, we get the old, the little shield on here, which stops you, anyone burning their leg, which you can do. That goes round there. Oh, it's there, isn't it? Yeah. It's got a pin there. It goes on that. It goes on a pin there, and it goes like that. That goes like that. And we've got two little jobbies here. So there's that's it there. Once again, a little bit of copper sneeze on them. Don't need a lot, not really, but I will put a bit on. It only burn off with the heat, so it ain't going to hurt nothing. Near enough there. Just got to do them up. Where have my ratchets decided to hide? Oh. So yeah, this is a nice working environment. The light keeps turning itself off, and I've only got the torch to work by. So, you know, there you are. It's better than working outside. Oh, it's actually been alright outside today, but anyway. So there we are. That's all back. We have got the tyre on. I've put a couple of little marks in me. It's got like a plastic coating on that tyre, so you can just see it there. I've put a little bit of this is unfortunate. I can put a little bit of touch up paint on it, won't hurt. There you are, it's on, isn't it? So, and it's the same way round as it was on the one what was on there originally. Whether that's the right way, but it's the way it was on the original. So, and we've balanced it and we're all good. So, only one thing for it there, ain't there? I'll get this light on again. Let's make sure nothing's underneath it. Don't want to shoot a bleeding socket into her head, do we? Because that would be bad. Run, yeah, that's good. Sounds good. We'll turn the traction control off in a minute. I have to sit on it to turn the traction control off. Yeah. See? When I rev it now, look, it won't let me rev it. So I have to turn off that. Hold it. Yeah. So it won't let you rev it Won't let you rev it with the centre stand down, you see, with the traction control. That's it. So yeah, we hadn't done 6,000, 5,187 miles before I changed that tyre. So I don't know, you tell me, is that good, bad? I don't know. I would say it ain't great, but you know, it is what it is. Got to check the pressure, still got to check the pressure, and I've still got to go out and give it a test ride, but we won't be doing that just yet. Well, see what it's like tomorrow, but it's probably raining again tomorrow, so I won't get a chance. But yeah, anyway, so there you are. If that's been interesting to anybody, give us a thumbs up, give us a like and all the rest of it, and thanks for watching and putting up with some of the stupid crap I get up to. So yeah, cheers, thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.